Okay, this is Dr. Sal, and we're here with Matthew. Matthew has had some interesting experiences that we might want to share with us. We've been trying a different product on him called Balance Formula One, and I think the story is worth telling, and I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Matthew, in your own words, and maybe with Mom's help a little bit, what exactly were you experiencing?
Um, Kind of like really didn't care about a whole lot. Like I couldn't really focus, stuff like that. Like
In
really,
in ways of, I mean, could you say it was like depression? Was it anxiety, ADD? You know, all
um,
these words that are out there. What kind of stuff do you experience?
I would get mad a lot about small things and blow it out of proportion.
Is that on a
So
regular basis?
yeah.
Yes.
Mom, what do you think from your point of view? What kind of what has Matthew been
I,
like?
oh, he. I wasn't sure if he was ADD, if he was bipolar, if he was manic, if I was losing my mind and imagining the whole thing. He went from a straight A student. He dropped out of school. He started hanging out with these really bad kids. He got into drugs. He was staying out all night. He got violent. He'd be picking up furniture, throwing it. Um, when he didn't get his way, he'd be kicking walls, punching holes in the wall in the
No, I remember
house.
Matthew. I mean, we've been together for quite some time. I remember him when he was really small, and I watched this transition take place as well. And we spoke about, what can possibly be done, and we've tried, various things, chiropractic care and whatever. And then we made the suggestion to try a product that I've been using probably for about 20 years, and this is what I'm really interested in. On a whim, basically, as a last resort kind of a thing. It's called Balance Formula One, which is designed to affect the part of the brain that actually controls behavioral activities. It's called the hypothalamus. And we decided to give it a try. You did. And based on Matthew's response, and I'm going to ask Matthew specifically, since we started using the Balance Formula One within a short period of time, in your own words, Matthew, what have you experienced?
I've been able to actually read again. Like I can actually focus on pages without like going through a whole page and not knowing what I said. I can,
Really?
yeah, I can do a lot. Like I can, what
Follow
else is
rules in the
there?
house.
Stuff like that really isn't that much harder anymore.
How about
So,
social life and stuff? Are you looking at your friends
um,
differently, or are you thinking about
yeah, I'm thinking
things?
about differently now. Not by what they do, but exactly not what they can do for me, but what they actually do.
Yeah, yeah, exactly
I
right.
use people as much as I used to.
Mom, what do you think?
He's within 3 days. We saw a major change. He could actually do a load of laundry.
Yeah.
He could do one before, but he would put it in the washing machine and then totally lose focus.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he was doing it, then putting it in the dryer, then putting it in his room. Can't have everything,
Hmm.
But he was calling, telling us where he was going to be. Um, he was actually saying "I love you" when he got on the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, I understand. I understand exactly what that means. And this is a common trait. This is what happens. And the reason why we're doing this little video is to show that this is not, this is a remarkable change, obviously, but this is not uncommon. This has been going on for 20 years. That's why I've been using this thing. And some people have just given up hope and they just don't, I don't want to deal with it. But when it's tried and it works like it is right now, lives are saved. So the
Yes.
purpose of doing this, and Matthew, this is strictly, between us on this film and you and I right here. Would you think this is something for people your own age going through the stuff you're going through? Is this something that you probably would recommend or not?
Yeah, I definitely think it's a lot better than being hiked up on medication for the rest of your life
Yeah,
and being labeled.
yeah, and that's the biggie part. You just mentioned it, being labeled, because that does not go away.
Yeah,
That stays with you forever.
And now you have a full-time job.
yeah,
Wow. All right, guys. So the product is called Balance Formula One, and what it does, it causes the body to naturalize or normalize brain function. Basically, that you see a lot of stuff advertised, but this stuff actually works. All right.
Yes, it
I thank you
does.
very much, and Matthew, I want to check on your progress as we go down the road a little bit. I thank you for cooperating with us. I hope this affects someone else that can help. Thank you, guys.
yeah.